Jim have 2?
So we all have 2.
Right. 2 losses each, 2 Scott, 2 Jim. A face-off between the 2 in the playoffs here. Pops right back up out of play.
Nah.
And And so as we retrieve the ball, we come back upstairs. Another face-off to start this one off, and Scott eventually settles and fires a backhander. Save Jim, shot blocked away to the corner, and a shuffle shot by Scott went into the corner, and he can play for it there behind Jim's net. He pokes it around, Jim dives to break it up, it's behind Scott, he doesn't see it. A shot came wide, careening off the board. Scott had to come back for it and save another shot. It went behind him, he cleared that one out. Controls it, tries to bank it, takes it after. Stick it to him, off the post. Another shot by Scott, no. And a shot by Jim rolling at the goal line. A shot by Scott was saved. Jim controlling, with Scott waiting. A save went behind him, he's there for it. Jim at center, blocked. Another shot, no. Another save by Scott, and then it's poked forward at the goal line. And Scott scrambled and played it off the far boards. And Jim is there for that one. Frantic pace for this one to start, and Scott can center, and then a backhander, and then it's out center for Jim, who fires high, and into it! Wide of his own net, and they dive for it, and you can't come on timeout. And now a timeout.
This got moved, so technically.
So now a timeout, Jim. I think both teams could use this one.
Alright, Jim. The fact that I got back for that one. Yeah. Alright, Jim.
To start,
I guess this is how it's going to be.
To start this game, and nothing has changed yet. No score. Another face-off. It's in and bouncing to the far side. Played back by Jim. And a shot was saved by Scott, waiting for that one. Clearing center, and another shot wide towards the end of the net. And they go play for it there. Jim scrambles, save, and then they score! Only a matter of time in this one for the first goal. It belongs to the home team, and Scott 1-0. No. And so we'll see how Jim can respond to this one. He looks quite tired. Scott excited after the goal. Of course, it was a hard-earned goal for either side that was going to score it. The 1-0 lead belongs to Scott right now. He's looking for it to the right side of his own net. He'll dig it out there. Jim waiting at center, just watching with his head down, trying to catch his breath as he just gave up the first goal of a hard-fought game thus far. We play to 5. Scott plays it. Poked by Jim. Controlled. Far forward at the boards. Scott waiting in his net, so a shot go wide. And a second shot wide again. And a clearing attempt to the boards for Jim with another shot. No good there, and then he has to settle it down. Scott just waiting, pace away. And a big shot scores! It was all Jim at the half boards, and a bank shot off of Scott's back finds the back of the net to tie this game at 1. My goodness. We switch sides, Jim to my left, Scott to the right, and a face-off tied at 1. Again playing to a 5. Again, this is the playoffs, and again Jim hit the window. Another face-off, Scott to his knees, Jim up. Face-off control, shot off the boards. Another shot fanned on it, Scott pokes it, sees it bounce away. Control scores! Oh, what a shot from Scott from back in his own net, controlling that one and firing it past Jim, who perhaps just didn't see it. Nonetheless, it is 2-1 Scott on an absolute howitzer of a shot there. Face off, and Jim frantically on that one, but Scott is waiting at the half boards. Jim fires wide, and then it came back to his net off the top of the crossbar area there. He plays one dangerously between his legs on his goal line, and Scott did nothing with that there except see it play back in front of his own net, and now defending at center ice along the boards as Jim has it there. He gets it back again, fires wide to the left, and Scott will retreat for this one. Jim will come up, Scott will play it down and score. And just like that, the first goal of this game went to Scott. And now he has built a 3-1 lead in this best of 5 playoff competition. Timeout by Jim to empty his pockets, regroup a bit to his knees. The face-off. Scott bounces it back behind the zone net. Jim needs to come after this one. He does with a poke check. Stops it right there. Fired it across the crease and in! My goodness! There's no quit in Jim Rosa. A goal to make it 3-2. Where the fuck's the ball? Man, if I can do this one. So Jim is within 1, and it didn't take long to get there. It didn't take much effort, it appeared either. Ball bouncing off the face-off on the near boards in front of me here, and a bank shot came through to our broadcaster's booth. At center and then behind, it's to the corner of Jim, and he's on his back to fight for it, and Scott is promptly up to him here. Scott never wasting these opportunities, is he, as he bounces up in front of Jim, in front of the net, playing with a 3-2 lead now. It was 3-1 just moments ago. It is the lead for Scott, 3-2, but the ball was lost.
So we look for the ball and the players to their feet doing so, and we're catching their breath. There'll be no penalty assist. And Jim finds the ball.
Second to thank our sponsor, Coca-Cola, and now we're facing off the Coca-Cola sign. And for Jim to play against the waiting Scott off the boards and in! Oh my goodness! Well, they had a chance to rest as they were looking for the ball when play resumed. More time for Jim to put that shot in, and instead it ends up in his own net for the 4th goal for Scott. And now Scott, as they switch sides to our right, is 1 goal away from winning this playoff game. 4-2, Scott the face-off. Poked by Scott, controlled by Jim. Scott smelling blood as he has it in front. Sends it back through. He's playing patiently here, looking for a game-winning goal now. This game has taken quite the turns, as this shot by Jim is behind Scott. Jim needs the next goal. If not, if it goes to Scott, this game is over. He dives back and fans that one away, and then gets another shot. Scrambling, and he scores! He had it in front, and Scott was in no position to make a save. The rebound and the put-in by Jim makes it 4-3. And this is
4-4?
No.
4-3.
And this is a classic knee hockey game. Everything you can ask for in the playoffs and then some. It still stands though. Scott, if the next goal goes to him, will win this game here at home. He needs it, as does Jim. You can sense that in both players' play. A shot by Jim was wide. We get another face-off. He pokes it into the corner. What will he do here? Well, we'll see a shot by Scott come to center, and Scott's still walking through it as he came all the way in and poked it wide of the post, and there wasn't much room there to do so, and it was dangerous for Jim. But now he's up to see this one. Bank all the way back in, inside the left post. Scott scores to win it.
Good game, Scott.
Scott 5, Jim 3.